1972, two epic builders were sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the scrap mechanic underworld. Today, still wanted by the Farmbots, they survive as builders of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can fix it, and if you can find them, maybe you can call the S-Team.
Hello there all YouTubies and tubettes, and welcome back to Retrospect. Now first of all, I apologise profusely for the lag in this video, but the build I have today is so epic that it is lagging out the world. There is quite a lot of connections on this thing, and for those of you who paid attention to the intro, you may well realise that this is going to be a fan build, and it is very much a fan build of something. If you remember the A-Team, then this is my version of the A-Team van. There she is. Isn't she a beauty with the graphics down the side? This is a beast. As I said, there's a lot going on in this vehicle, so experience a lot of lag, as you can see. So my apologies for that, but there's not much I can do. It seems that when the welding tool was introduced, the lag in the world just got worse and worse the more you used it. So I don't know why that is, and I don't know if you're experiencing it also. Now there is a lot going on, as I said, which you can see by the connections there. So that does have some bearing on it. However, it seems the welding tool has only made matters worse. And I did have to use it a few times for this vehicle, as I did have to make a few changes that the welding tool actually came in very handy for. So I love the tool, but if it's what's causing the lag, I hope they sort it soon. So this is the A-Team van. As you see, graphics down the side, nice red stripe, as you'd imagine it was in the film or the TV series. And I'll show you what it can do. So there's buttons on the side, as you imagine, just open the doors. Nothing flashed there. Round the back then, we can just scoot on round there as fast as we can, fighting the lag spuds. And the rear doors, the same, open independently. We'll go in there later. Let me shut that door there. We can shut the other one over here. So, epic build, definitely. And just to show you how epic, let's have a look at the size of Spudsey in comparison to the actual vehicle. He looks so diddy. Tiny little thing, he looks like a toddler. But it is a massive build. So, again, we've got the working sliding door here. If we open that, slide to the side, and we'll jump inside. Oh, in you get. And in here, we also have, let me just zoom in, a couple of seats. A radio there, an emergency hatch to go from front to back for quick access, and there is the mechanism. Oops, sorry. Let me zoom back into first person. There is the mechanism which controls the sliding door. So for those of you who don't know how you do that, let me just show you there quickly. You have one bearing there and another bearing there which are connected to a controller. The one in the middle doesn't connect to a controller. Both of these turn an equal amount. In this case, let's just check. 66 each, and the one in the middle doesn't turn. One turns one way, one turns the other, and therefore it pivots in the middle and pulls the door across. And it works a treat, as we'll show you when we close it. And there you go. Shut passenger door. We can open that. Jumping in the passenger seat, we can close the passenger door from there and open it from there with the one key. So we'll shut that. Let's jump out into the middle seat. So in the middle seat then, we have the option to close the escape hatch and the rear doors. There you go. So let's jump out that one and into the driving seat. In the driving seat then, we have the driving door. Let's zoom in out. We have the bonnet. Diddy little stubby bonnet. I did actually make it too long to start with, so I took another couple of blocks off it, and again that's where welding come in handy. I've actually got a nice tilted screen there. Wish they would get rid of the join on the glass so that it was just one solid pane and didn't have those Lego brick look about it, but it does the trick. We've got windows in the side. We've got the wing mirrors which control with the 3 key. That puts them in and out. And the 4 key does the sliding door automatically from the driver's seat. So there you go. That is pretty much the mechanism for it. Oh, hang on. No, there is one thing I forgot. Let's open the driver's door. Hop out there for a second. And let's shut that again. And there is one more. No, we won't shut that. There's one secret compartment that I've still yet to show you. So if you were a smuggler or you wanted to take something or get someone across a border, as you might do, pressing that button there opens up a secret panel there. Oh, look. We're taking ducks and toilet roll across the border. They are desperate for ducks and toilet roll. So we are smuggling it out of Scrap Mechanic. Oh, I didn't want to press that because that opens the secret emergency hatch in case you get stuck in there, which has happened before. If you turn this thing upside down, unfortunately, you appear inside that compartment there. The only way out is through pressing that button. Hopefully I won't have to show you that because I don't want to be doing that. I didn't want to break the build, so therefore I built a little door as an emergency escape hatch. So there you go, do not enter. Doesn't mean don't get in there, it means don't go in there, in the secret compartment. So, I'll hop in and let's see how this thing drives. Again, I apologise for any lag that you're experiencing, or I am experiencing, because it is very laggy. I have took off a lot of the effects, put the foliage down, shadows down. I have left particles on because I do like to see the dust this thing kicks up. But, as you see, a lot of lag. Why are you going for a fence? But you don't stop. That's better. Turn it, turn it, turn it. It is a bit skiddy. There we go. So this thing's got at least 2 engines, I think, plus thrusters underneath to try and give it some push. Because it's made out of metal, it is rather heavy. Now, I am wishing that they will make plastic. I know we've got lots of other materials, but plastic would be fantastic. Plastic, fantastic. It would be light, of course, and also without that sort of join that the metal has, but it would shine like metal. And I think plastic would be a fantastic material because lightweight, great for making vehicles. They'd look great and they'd drive well because they wouldn't have the weight that this thing has. But it's a van, it should be heavy. Oh, as you see, it does kind of leave the floor and it has some wicked suspension on it under there. So it is, and you see the thrusters under there too at the front there. So it does move quite fast. I think if we could experience this without the lag, you'd be surprised how fast it is moving. But because of the lag, it's hard to tell. Now, you can swing this thing around. It has got a couple of suspension glitches in the front just to assist the steering. As you see, it does steer around there, but if I press the 2 button and open that bonnet, you'll see on either side of the engine block there, I have a suspension steering. And that is helping me to turn. Because although those wheels are doing half a job, that just helps push it that little bit further. How are we driving without even looking where we're going? I do not know. So, there we go again. It's going to leave the floor. Yeah. So I had to raise this thing up a little bit because it was catching every time it went over a bump. The tiniest little bump. We're going to hit a rock or we're going to make it past. I think we're going to... Oh, how did you pull that off? It's not the worst thing in the world to control, and it is a bit heavy and it is a bit big. As you can imagine, it's a van, so it's not... Oh, caught that one. But it's quite controllable. And especially since we experience a lot of lag, so I think being able to control it like that isn't a bad thing. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Can we donut it? We can't donut, I doubt it, but we can spin it around some. Let's put it there. Oh, we're about to hit a rock. Bang! Oh well. Why don't we? Don't you go over. Okay, open the door. Jump out of there. Let's jump in there. Open the rear hatch. And we can go out into the back. So, Spudsey, why don't you get in your little seat there? Your little child seat. So, that was my 18 van build. An epic build. Lots going on. Hope you liked it. If you did, please spank the hell out of that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe for more retrospects. And until next time, see you soon. Bye for now.